welcome to Gen X Files. I'm Angel.
I'm Dash.
And I'm Melz. And if you're listening, I want to believe you're a friend.
And tonight we're going to figure out who the hell we are.
So, who the hell are we?
I don't know, Mom. Who the hell are you?
I'm just a little old lady. I'm just a little old lady.
Oh my God.
And you are Generation X in age. Don't have to be specific on the number, but you are Gen X, correct?
Yes. And I'm actually Dash's mama.
That is true. She birthed me. You can look it up on the internet somewhere, I assume.
I'm assuming there's a article from a hospital from 32 years ago.
You're making me feel old. Yes, I'm in my 30s.
Yes, I am in my 30s as well.
And I'm not in my 30s.
Mom's in her 20s.
Yay!
Figure it out.
20 at heart, right?
Don't do the math.
That's right.
So, what are we here for?
We're here because, one, I love my dear mom a lot. And two, I love the X-Files. It's my favorite show. And I wanted to be able to show my mom the X-Files because she has never seen it. And talk about it with her and hang out and make lots of memories and stuff.
That's exactly right. And how did we meet?
Me and you.
Yeah.
First of all, we should say
Yeah.
Melz and I are a couple. We've been together for 10 years.
10 and a half now, almost. And I will tell our meet cute story, or whatever they call it nowadays.
Yes.
So actually, we met online on a poetry app, website, whatever you want to call it. Very basic site where you just post poems and comment. No pictures, no colors. And we commented on each other's poems and that we liked them a lot and exchanged other information to be able to contact each other. And we became really good friends for a little while. And then we became a couple. And we've been together ever since. And most people have a hard time with meeting people on the internet, but I feel like for us, we got really lucky.
For sure. And I guess it's a good point to tell you how we actually got into the X-Files.
Yeah.
So, I've always been a big David Lynch fan. I watched Blue Velvet when I was like probably 18 or 19, and I really fell in love with his style of kind of showing Americana and the cracks underneath, like, you know, the happy American street with the dogs barking and the white picket fence and the suburban moms and dads, you know, all the, like, depravity and corruption underneath that and everything. I thought that was really interesting. And so when I found out he had a TV show he did called Twin Peaks, I was like, well, I gotta watch this. And me and you watched the first episode back in 2017.
Yep, in this house.
Yeah, in this house that we were recording in, my mom's house. We watched the first episode of Twin Peaks, I think it may have been in 2017, but I think it may have been in late 2016.
Maybe. I think the first time we watched the first episode, I fell asleep.
You might have.
Or the second episode, maybe.
The first episode is like a movie length. So.
Yeah, and I think I'm not the kind who falls asleep. But I think it was just I was really, really tired.
But after we got into Twin Peaks, we finished it, and then we realized it was coming back for a third season, and I was like, oh my God. So we watched all of The Return, and in September of 2017, I was like, man, I really want, like...
more.
Yeah, I want that weird itch in my brain to be scratched for weirdness and conspiracy and, you know, spooky, strange stuff. And I looked up on a couple of different websites. Everybody was saying X-Files, X-Files, X-Files. Check out the X-Files. And so I did. And...
you watched the first episode without me.
I did watch the first episode without you.
I remember that.
And the next day, after you were awake, I said, we got to start watching this show. And
for the longest time, I never saw the first episode.
We finished it in late 2019, before the pandemic and everything, and we started a rewatch, and we're on season 7 right now of the rewatch. We watch a ton of different shit, but
Yes.
I decided it would be great to start another rewatch with my mom. Season 7 and onward be damned. We're going to start it over because this is important.
Right.
And that actually brings me to you, Mom.
Yes.
What have you heard or do you know through just it existing in the zeitgeist about the X-Files?
Anything you know. Anyone's names, any plots you remember, any pictures or scenes, anything.
Well, first of all, what is the female character's name?
Scully.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Because you knew their names, right?
Yeah, I knew their names. And I know that they are investigators.
Yes.
That's all I'm familiar with.
Well, you know, what is the whole, there's more to X-Files.
I know it has something to do with aliens, maybe.
Okay, so you have that general knowledge. And we've also probably mentioned the word conspiracy theory involving the X-Files 1,000 times. So that's probably in your brain somewhere too. So did you ever at all in the 90s happen to catch it on TV? Even if you don't remember actually what happened, do you ever recall seeing it on TV?
No, I do not. And the reason is because I gave birth to Dash and I was busy changing dirty diapers.
Yes, for anybody that didn't do the math, I am 32 years old. I was born in August of 93, and I think the X-Files premiered in September of 93.
Yep.
So my mom was very busy during the first few seasons of the X-Files.
With a baby. Yeah.
I was a brand new mama.
Yeah. Yep. So your life from then till now is you're still a mother, but besides that, your life is completely different now.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah,
much more relaxed.
And we did show you the Postmodern Prometheus episode, but that was in 2018, I want to say. So you remember anything about that at all?
I can't remember anything. Because, just so y'all know, I have a horrendous memory.
Yeah, and I think all the people who listen to this from here on out will know how bad your memory is, because every episode she's going to be like, oh, that happened in the last one.
I'm going to be taking notes.
But you know what? That adds to the fun, because, it's a very human thing to be like, I don't fucking know what happened.
Yeah. And to be honest, sometimes, even it might be our third or fourth watch of an episode, we might not be 100% sure what happened.
Well, you might see something new you didn't realize.
Yeah, that's very possible.
For sure.
That always happens with shows.
Yeah, basically what we're going to do is we're going to watch an episode of The X-Files here with my mom, and then we're just going to hop into recording straight afterwards. And I'll have my pre-taken notes and all that stuff, and
We'll do a rundown of the whole episode. So if you've never seen it before and you start watching it, you can listen to the episode afterwards. And we're going to talk about all the different plot points and all the different things that might happen, that do happen, that don't happen, etc. Just whatever we feel like, really.
Just talk about how ridiculous the episode is. We're going to have a lot of inside jokes probably that we find throughout the recording process that we take forward into other episodes, and good fun stuff like that. To put the inspiration, to wear my inspirations on my sleeves, this is very much a podcast inspired by Turning the Tables, which is a YouTube channel where this Canadian dude shows his dad a bunch of music and they talk about it. That's how I kind of was inspired to form this podcast with my mom. Scully Nation, now known as Sunnydale Nation because they're watching Buffy, but as Scullydale Nation, wow. There you go.
Scullydale Nation, okay.
As Scully Nation, they talked about the X-Files, and I just absolutely fell in love with their ridiculous headcanon.
Amanda and Ella,
shout out those guys because they are incredible. And really, outside of that, it takes inspiration from podcasts such as grind bin and bloody bits and god awful movies, that kind of thing, where you break down the episode bit by bit, and they have a lot of bits and inside jokes for those shows as well.
And don't forget Jason Brandt.
Jason, yes.
So bad it's good.
Not directly as much of an inspiration on this, but definitely without Jason Brandt, we wouldn't be here, because that's how I found the grind bin, and that's what started me on wanting to make this podcast. So it's just really a coalescence of a lot of different reasons that I want to do this. I mean, the number one thing is I wanted to spend some time with my mom.
Yay!
And now we have a reason and a scheduled time weekly to do something.
And I wanted to do something where people felt like they were included. That's why we settled on friends. We want you guys to feel like friends, and just hang out with us like we're a little group,
I want to believe you're a friend. Exactly.
Yes, exactly. Anything else we want to talk about? It's 10 minutes in, but we'll leave this in because I don't,
know how to edit it?
No, I mean, I could figure that out, through the internet, but,
Well, I know we already kind of did it, but we didn't officially do it. So, Angel.
Yes.
When we do the first episode, we're going to ask you what you were doing when the episode came out, or during that time, or whatever it may be. But for this episode, since we're not watching an episode, that's funny. What are you doing today?
What am I doing today? I'm hanging out with y'all cool folks.
Do you have any plans later today? Do you have anything exciting for this week or anything?
Well, today the excitement is housework.
Oh, fun. Yay.
That can be fun.
And I may be taking my folks to Alabama to go to some restaurant that they want to go to because they're so old they can't drive anymore. So, might be taking them out there.
Any weekend plans?
That's it.
That's the weekend
on Saturday, if Daddy's feeling good.
And you? Do you have any plans this week?
This week? Well, I guess I'm gonna... Not really. I mean, probably...
Work on podcast stuff.
Work on podcast stuff. Yeah, just probably get the notes taken for the first episode, I guess. We're doing this in real time, guys, so there's no polish to this. I hope you enjoy hanging out with us, because there's no polish. This is not a prestige podcast. This is just, fuck it, we're doing it.
This is a friendly hangout.
100% authentic.
Oh,
there
yeah.
You go.
Yeah, for
100% USDA beef.
Baby.
Where's the meat?
The meat's inside. That sounds weird.
That does.
Okay. What about you? What are you doing, Melz?
Well, I'm hanging out with my lovely family here. And, I honestly plan on playing quite a bit of Battlefield 6 over the next week. Whenever my time permits.
Yes, understandable.
Is for sure the plan. I plan on watching at least a handful of really bad and or really good movies with you, which is a typical week for us.
Yep.
And we have a new episode of something new. I know we're talking about an old show right now, but we do have a new show that's going to have an episode this week. Fallout.
Oh yeah. We're very into the we're nerds of just about every type of medium. Like we're big into video games. I'm big into comic books. Melz is not so much.
I'm big into superheroes and all the stories you tell me about them, though.
Yeah,
genuinely.
It's not actually reading the comic book.
Reading a comic book is like reading Chinese to me. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like...
What?
I can identify with Fallout, the show, because I watched it the whole first season, and I'm ready to start the second season. I'll probably wait till it's done and then...
Binge it?
Yeah, binge it.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah,
It is tough waiting for an episode a week when everything on streaming is just like, here we go, let's cue this up and watch 10 episodes and sit there with our lips chapped and covered in Cheeto dust,
right.
Just like last weekend.
Right. But I think difference is, too, the reason you're okay with doing that is because we're predominantly online people.
Yeah.
We're on Instagram, Twitter, we scroll through all sorts of different mediums of stuff. And if something comes out weekly and we want to catch it, if we don't catch it soon, we're going to get a spoiler.
Yes.
But you don't really have that problem, I feel like. You don't probably... Have you ever been like, oh, man, I got a spoiler for something because I was online?
No, but my husband does all the time. And he
Oh.
tries not to read or look at anything.
Yeah, we've had to block words.
Did y'all ever watch the end of Stranger Things?
No,
oh
we
my
didn't
gosh.
finish it yet.
Y'all are crazy.
And honestly, only because of you.
Yeah. By the time that this comes out, we will have finished Stranger Things.
Most likely,
for sure.
yeah. I feel like we're getting to like this next weekend or two. We got to do it, or we're gonna get spoiled. We already got spoilers, so
yeah. So, Mom.
Yes.
What is your opinion of me and Melz?
Just in general, as people, as a couple, whatever.
Pretty cool, laid back, easy to be around and deal with, and
you can be honest too.
Easy to love.
Aww.
Oh, and you can be honest if we have flaws as well.
Well, Dash does not have any flaws whatsoever.
Oh, I see how it is.
Oh my God.
Okay, Dash. What do you think of your mom, and what do you think of me? Be careful.
My mom is one of the most special people in my life, not just because she's my mom, but because over my 32 years of living, I've come to know that she is a deeply intellectual person, and she has a fantastic, silly sense of humor, and she gives the best hugs. I'm sorry. If you've never got to experience one of my mom's hugs, I do feel really bad for you because you're missing out on the best hugs there ever were.
Trust me, when she's sick and we can't give her a hug, it sucks.
It does suck, yeah. And I'm really excited to be able to show her my favorite show of all time. So, there's that. You have already seen the X-Files, so you spoiled everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just kidding.
You're the one who made me watch it.
I know.
It's your fault.
What? I made you watch it?
Kinda. I wasn't against watching it or like had any kind of negativity towards it whatsoever, but I hadn't ever thought to myself, "Ooh, I want to watch the X-Files." It never crossed my mind. Now, granted, now I'm absolutely in love with the show, and just obviously we're sitting here making a podcast because it's one of our favorite TV shows of all time.
Yeah.
But early on, no, I wasn't I wasn't not interested, but I wasn't specifically interested either. And like I said, like we talked about earlier, you watched the first episode while I was asleep or at work. I don't remember which, but I wasn't there.
Yeah, I think you had just...
I think I fell asleep.
Yeah.
And then you were like, yeah, I'm just going to put on this.
Yeah.
And then when I think I woke up, I think maybe you went to sleep with me afterwards or something. And then when you woke up, you were like, we gotta... And I remember we were in the guest bedroom here. And we brought... we had some kind of like little 2-seater couch.
Yeah.
And we pushed it up close to the TV and we cuddled under a blanket and we watched like 3 or 4 episodes in a row.
Yeah.
And I didn't watch the first episode for years.
Yep.
For years I didn't watch the first episode. And I remember...
And the first episode is amazing, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Which actually... Well, no, we can't segue yet. What do you think of me?
What do I think of you?
I'm, you know...
Spending time with you and finding these little worlds that we're fascinated by and exploring into them more is one of the best, most fulfilling things in my life. I love just exploring different characters and themes and bad movies, good movies, video games, both bad and good. TV shows. I mean, God, how many TV shows have we have we watched start to finish together?
And how many have we not finished?
Oh, a ton. I mean, but we've watched Weeds, most of Titans, Twin Peaks, The X-Files, all of Stranger Things together, except for those last few episodes. We watched the first 4 episodes that they released on Thanksgiving as of yet. We haven't watched the other
Christmas
4.
and New Year's.
Yeah.
And Smallville.
We're watching Smallville now.
We're currently on season 4 or 5. I can't remember.
We're on season 5.
Yep.
and
not to mention, honestly, a dozen to 100 other shows that we're not even thinking of.
oh yeah, we've started and just left off on episode 5 of so many shows. You know,
Episode 1 of so many shows.
I mean, we watched most of True Blood, and then I just got so tired of how it's like.
It gets ridiculous. I did see the entirety of it
I am
before.
a fan of absurd things, and as you listen to more and more episodes of Gen X Files, you'll find out that my sense of humor tends to lean absurd. But even for me, I was like, what in the fuck is happening in this show?
Yeah, it does get crazy ridiculous. I don't even know what
Like
happens.
a
There's like a
Maynard.
government conspiracy theory about vampires at some point, I think.
and a Maynard starting in season
Maynard,
3. I was
the
like,
three
what is
villain.
a Maynard? I still don't know.
She was a mother nature demon
Yeah,
of some sort.
Something like
She
that.
had plants growing out of her at some point. I don't know. Or there was plant. She grew plants around her. She was
Vagina?
plant-based and animal.
I don't know if she grew plants out of her vagina, but
I
mean, you just- you just pack some dirt in there. It's like a pot.
I was gonna say that's what they
Good
call it a
Lord.
bush. That's what they call it a bush.
Oh my god.
Oh goodness.
So, what else do we need to cover in this? This first episode. This is mainly just so you guys get like a vibe of who we are and everything. You
Well,
know?
like you said at the beginning, who the heck are we? Or
Who
who the hell are we? I don't remember.
Who the heck in hell are we?
So then I guess the next thing that we have to do, I think, unless I'm missing something, is Angel. The first episode of The X-Files is called The Pilot. Do you want to take some guesses on what happens?
Well, the pilot makes me think of the beginning,
Yeah.
It is the first episode.
unless it has something to do with an aircraft of some sort. Dun dun dun.
Well, that seems like a really broad guess.
It could be both. It could be both. But the thing is, you're actually entirely wrong.
Well, diddly squad, I knew I would be.
What it is Fox Mulder wanted to always be an airline pilot. So he goes to school for 10 years, something like that. You follow his journey.
10, 15 maybe.
Yeah, you follow his journey from start to beginning, and then he actually goes and teaches Sully a thing or two, and that all coalesces in the final minutes of the episode where Sully lands on the Hudson River.
Sully?
Yeah, 2009, Sully. It's Mulder and Sully. You didn't know this?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I really thought you were just messing up. Okay.
No, it's Sully, the pilot that landed on the Hudson River in 2009.
Oh my
Yeah, Mulder and
gosh!
Sully.
This is a documentary series about that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pilot. I mean, what else could it be about?
Yeah,
you know?
it's about the most famous pilot, I think, ever. Amelia Earhart be damned.
But get fucked, Amelia Earhart.
If any of her family is listening, I didn't mean that.
We apologize. Don't sue us.
Maybe they might because it's called The Pilot. I don't know.
Anything else you want to say, Mom?
Diddly squad!
Diddly?
I have a great ending question.
Oh no,
Perfect.
what is it?
What are you looking forward to with this podcast?
Good question, Melz.
Bonding closer to my fam and having a good time and a lot of laughs and actually seeing what the heck this show is about.
Because you've heard us talk about this show for years.
Yes, they even named their dog Scully.
That's
did.
right. That's right. We did have a dog named Scully for several years. She's passed on now, but for quite a while,
Yeah.
she was our baby. She was a German Shepherd Saint Bernard, and she was huge and lovable.
Yes.
Just like the show.
Yeah.
Huge and I don't know about huge, but
Well,
lovable for sure.
218 or 17, whatever it is.
It's
episodes.
18, and I'm always the one who's right on that one.
Okay. that is pretty girthy.
That
That's
is-
a girthy show.
Yes, this is going to be a girthy podcast.
It's girth the weight to get to the end. It's girth the weight to get to the tip of the episode to the show.
It's girth the weight to get to the tip of the show.
Yes.
Dang, that's a tongue twister right
That is.
there.
I had to really think about each word as I said them.
I don't know how to end this, so this is going to be in there still. But
so everybody, thank you for listening.
Yes.
And I still want to believe you're a friend because all of our listeners are friends.
Yes. If you're here, you're a friend.
Exactly. That's what we want. We want friends. If you have anything you want to comment on or tell us about yourself or what you know about the X-Files, just anything you feel like telling us, we will most likely be responding to any and all comments.
Yeah, do you want to give our email? For the pod?
Yeah, it's
Do you want to check?
Do I want to check? It's genxfilespod@gmail.com.
I think
no
so.
spaces, no anything. Just genxfilespod@gmail.com.
Yeah. Any questions or suggestions or
if you want to be a guest, anything.
Yeah, for sure. And other than that, is there anything else we want to say? I do want to say that this is a very unstructured episode. The next episode, episode 1, will be much more structured. I have a whole layout and everything, and we're gonna just come up with bits and silly stuff as the episode goes, kind of.
And I think we're not 100% set, but I think we're going to be releasing weekly or bi-weekly. Weekly?
We're going to try to, once we actually put the first episodes out, because we're going to record a few first, then I assume we'll try to do it weekly.
Okay, we're going to try to do, our goal is to do weekly Tuesdays.
Weekly Tuesdays, yes.
Probably Tuesday mornings, I imagine. Since
yeah, you can expect it sometime on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think. And, I mean, that's a tertiary kind of,
yeah,
a schedule-ish, you know. Like I said, we're not big on like a really structured, strict format or anything. We're kind of just having a good time.
Like know? Guardrails we can work inside of and everything. You know,
like if it's Wednesday, oh well.
I've done a couple of podcast appearances on Grind Bin and Bloody Bits, and Matt Anderson's new podcast does this come in Chromium. But outside of this is the first podcast I've ever recorded, especially alone. So
yeah, alone as in without any other podcasters or experienced people in any way involved.
Flying by night here. Kind of like Mulder when he first learned how to fly in the next episode. We're going to talk about Pilot.
The pilot episode.
Yeah.
So,
Mulder and Sully.
If you're a friend and you want to listen, the next episode will be out sometime shortly.
Yeah. And Mom, do you want to tell them goodbye?
Adios, darlings.
We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
We made this.